Welcome back to the den, authentic Barnwood. Today, you're behind the scenes of yet again another wood waste fire. Yes, we have to get rid of wood waste, and this is the best way that we know, and it's effective. Recently, we put out a video, and that one there was dirty deeds, kind of like what we're doing right now. And that's getting rid of wood waste. So if you care to go watch that, go check out our channel. Hey, hit that subscribe button on the way by, because we got a lot more coming out. We rarely burn stuff. We rarely do it in the summer anyways. We wait till this time of the year when everything's nice and snow covered and safe. We got one more burn to do after this one, and then we're all caught up and ready to do another salvage project. So let's talk about this fire. Well, depending on where you live, I know there's people from all over the world watching this. Where I am right now, there is no burn permit necessary unless there is a fire ban going on, which means you can't really burn. So fortunately where we are, we're still allowed to do this. Now I know some places that we've been, no matter if there's a fire burn on or not, you're gonna have to get a burn permit. It just depends on where you live. So I definitely recommend checking that stuff out first, because you can't stop this. You just can't stop this. So yeah, there's been tons of people informed what's going on today, and now you're being informed as well. Here, let me just straighten you out there. So we also inform the fire department what's going on out here in case they get a phone call, and they can give us a call and say, hey, what's going on? And I'll be like, just doing my thing. All right. Oh, look at that. And we just got a message here right now. Grain elevators, which is funny because that's what this is right here, the remnants of one. So hopefully we get some people on here today to hang out with me while we do this live fire. Things are going pretty well. I staged out 3 different fires in here, and they're all going to come into one. We got the perfect temperature right now. It's minus 12 degrees Celsius, and we have a nice small wind, and it's a perfect wind going kind of a north, a little bit of east, so northeast. And actually back behind us, here I'll show you right now, we got really good cover. A lot of trees going on this side of the world, and that's giving us a great wind block for this. So you can see by the smoke, like it's literally going straight up. So this is the part about Barnwood that is less desirable, that's for sure. No one really talks about it. You see a lot of coffee tables. You also see, oh gosh, you see coffee tables, end tables, dining room tables, feature walls, and all this kinds of stuff being put up on YouTube, but you never ever see what's happening behind the scenes. And this right here is the unsalvageable wood from this building. There's been a number of steps put in to this. I don't know if anyone's seen our live before or our videos. If you haven't, go check out our channel. We got a lot of this kind of stuff happening. I mean, not a lot of fires, but a little bit, because it is part of the process. Well, what we did, I don't know if you can tell here, but right about here, that's where that wood pile was, and that thing was up about 25 feet. So we crushed that with a track hoe. We pushed it all into the center, and the reason why was because we got these hydro lines here. So we're a real safe distance away from those, plus the wind's blowing away from it, and you can't feel a thing. So pretty nice. I'll take you over here. Come on through the snow with me. So where's everyone from there today? I'm seeing 7 people joining us right now. Right on. Welcome to the den, authentic Barnwood. We're down here in Manitoba in the southwest corner, and we are warming things up today. That's the thing, like with a fire like this, you can burn on cold days, that's for sure. You'll definitely stay warm. I don't know whether we lost some people there, but we got more people coming back. So yeah, she's heating up here, that's for sure. Oh, it feels so good right here. not too smoky actually, which is nice. This stuff came. Hey, how's the wind noise? Hey, let me know, please. I know, it's always something about the wind noise. We got a little bit of a breeze. Looks like I'm right in the fire. I'm not, I'm a little distance away, but she's definitely heating up. I had staged it out with 3 fires, and now you can see from this side they're starting to join in towards the mill. The reason why we did a couple fires was so we could get everything burning all at once, because I want to do this in one day. We got a great wind, we got a nice, everything starts to taper down for wind this evening. And like I was saying before, you can see back behind all these trees. It's giving us a great wind block. Pretty awesome. All right, and Jeff, thank you. Welcome from Ottawa. So I brought lunch today. Last time I totally forgot lunch, but we can warm it up in the microwave. Quite an awesome sound, isn't it? Nice thing about having a fire like this, like I got nothing back here. I got railway tracks here, which the railway does know what's going on here right now. So that's all good. Couldn't imagine stopping a train. It's a little breezy on this side, but hey. So the thing is with this old wood, have you ever heard of that story where you can't hammer a nail into the wood because it's petrified? Yeah, that's a real thing. Although it's uncommon, but once this wood has accepted a lot of moisture, that's what happens. It dries out in the heat, and over the years, boom, you got yourself some wood that you can't woodwork with. And this is it. We rummaged through tons and tons and tons of this stuff, and this is what's left. This building was, what, 120 feet tall, I think, originally when we started the process. And this is what's left. I would say maybe 5% of the wood's here, probably. 5%. Yeah, maybe 10, something like that. Trying to find the best spot here out of the smoke, yet still out of the wind there for you. And someone let me know. I keep asking this, but it's pretty important if the wind noise is troubling you guys, if you can hear me all right. I'm gonna stop asking. Nah, I probably won't. I'll probably still ask. All right, so where's everyone from? There's someone from Ottawa. There's someone from Manitoba. Alberta. All right. So we got some Canadians on here. Do we got any Americans hanging out with us? You're welcome to. Yeah, so this is kind of the unfortunate part about Barnwood that's going to happen. A lot of people don't know this, but this is still the best way to get rid of wood waste. So unfortunately, we are creating some smoke, but it's a nice day for it. I mean, it's really hard to tell what we're doing back here. Like, we're quite a ways off the highway. But, you know, we got some snow happening today. It was snowing earlier. It's kind of stopped. We got a light breeze. Kind of cloudy, low visibility, which is nice because I don't need everyone knowing, you know, what we're doing out here, except you guys. Because I care about you guys. One bite Joe out. Yeah, so where we live right here, it's well, it's hard for me to take you guys out anywhere because the service is so poor. But right now, What does it smell like? Oh, it smells kind of like a museum on fire. No, it's a really clean burn. This one is. It's all wood. There's a little bit of grass in there only because we scraped it up. And there's some tin. So yeah, here's from the other side. We got a really nice thing happening here. I can see the snow starting to streak as I'm walking on it here from the heat. But I mean, it's nothing that's any harm to anyone, that's for sure. There you go. Check it out. It's pretty awesome. No, I think if anyone ever came up with, like, you know, cologne, like you spray it on yourself and it makes you smell a little bit better. What about something like that got rid of the smell of smoke, right? That fire smell. You'd make a fortune. Fortune. I'll do the live. If anyone's got, I'll do the live. Yeah, so we do anticipate doing more lives, more structured lives from, you know, our place at home, and, you know, where it's got no wind noise. But for now, I'm trying to take people out that subscribe or join along with our channel and just show them a little bit of the backside of Barnwood and the parts about Barnwood that are less desirable, because it's a whole process. There's at least 7 steps when you go out and take down a building. Let's see if we can cover them just off the top of my mind now. Step 1, you got to go out and source the building. So you have to find a building that's worthwhile getting the wood from. And I say worthwhile because, well, it's just as much work to take down an old building that you can't save all the wood as it is a building where you can save all the wood. Okay? So that would be step number 1, is find the building, secure the contract with the landowner, make your deals, and boom, you're off. So that's number 1. Number 2 is planning. After you've gone out and you've collected all the information you need, you've gone out, you've checked the building out itself, spoke with the landlord, got contract, then you're going to want to do some planning. What equipment are you going to need? What time frame are you going to need? How are you going to salvage the wood? What are you going to do with the wood once you get it? As in, package it up. Is it going to be transported, or is it going to be sold off the site? And of course, the wood waste, because there's always going to be wood waste in these old buildings when you take them down. That's number 2. Number 3 is the actual salvage. And that's where you see a lot on YouTube, people going out and taking down these old buildings and, you know, kind of show the process, or they have some music in behind, or they're actually explaining what they're doing. I mean, there's not a lot of people out there doing this, especially uploading it onto YouTube to try and share it with everybody. So anyways, that's step number 3, is the salvage. Number 4 is getting this wood. It's a whole process of actually getting the wood from a barn or a building, from where it is back to storage, okay? And there's all that touch it. Called the game of touch it, because you're continually touching this stuff to move it before it's ultimately sold. So that's a complete new step right there. And then that kind of goes into the reclaiming part, when after you've got the wood from salvaging, then it's time to reclaim it, to get it out into the public for sale. And there's certain times of the year that are better than others for selling this old wood. Now, some things, a little tip that some people don't know, is that in the wintertime like this, there's a lot of people that don't want to be out collecting wood. And no doubt, because everything's slower, it's colder, and you're, you know, snow, you got to move snow and all these things. So not a lot of people do it. And what happens is the wood value actually goes up in the wintertime because it's scarcity. It's all supply and demand. Yeah, that's something to consider, and a little trick that actually not a lot of people know. It also depends on where you're selling this stuff, your reclaimed stuff. whether you're selling it local or you're going to another market, because other markets, meaning other places in the country or other countries, value this wood differently. So that's something that should definitely be researched, and be patient, because there's not a lot of information out there, and not a lot of people want to share the price of this stuff. They prefer to get it as cheap as possible. Anyone buying, anyone selling wants to kind of raise the price, but they also still want to sell it. Now, I think another big one after you've inventoried everything is the marketing side of it. That's another huge part that not a lot of people talk about either. So it's a big process. I mean, like, this can actually happen pretty fast, but it kind of goes back to step 2 where you're doing some planning, and some of this is involved. Like, when you get a nice old building and it's got some historic value, you can use that historic value for up to a certain point to help sell your wood. As in, this wood here was from a 1916 building, and a lot of people in the area know that it exists because it's been there forever, since they were kids and before that. So you can use that to help sell you local. But then after it's down into a pile like this and you got it into lifts, it kind of loses that value from the historic value. Although if you document it well with photos, video, etc., then yeah, you could use that to help promote and sell your wood. Although I don't think it'll be like the be all end all. It's just kind of like a cherry on top, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't feel the heat from here, but I can see it. Does anyone have any questions there? Let's see. Oh, we got a few more people jumping on here. Right on. Welcome to the den, Authentic Barnwood. My name's Troy. Yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, you should go check out our channel. We got tons of more videos coming out. Tons and tons. It's such a big topic, and not very many people are talking about this kind of thing. If I could point your attention to the fire, you can see, like, there is some black smoke here, but it's not bad. Like, it's burning pretty clean. Burning pretty clean. No, actually I can feel a little bit of heat coming off there when I face it. Can you feel it? Yeah, everyone's getting closer to their screen. Okay, back up, your eyes. Good God, look after your eyes. Yeah, so I don't know, this fire's been going for about an hour now. It started out as 3 small fires, and it's joined into one, and things are looking pretty good. Basically, once this thing burns down, I'll just kind of grab from the outside and start throwing stuff on to the middle until it's all burnt. Another thing about this is this wood waste here. Inside there's metal, right? Because all these old buildings have metal in them. Generally, there's not as much metal as there is maybe today, but the metal's really good. There's also tin mixed in with this. So our job isn't done here just after the burn. That's the easy part, is to watch it burn, but there's more work later, definitely more work, and that's salvaging the metal out of here, which should help pay for the Traco that I had come out. Because as I was saying earlier, for those of you that just joined on here, this wood pile was a lot closer to the hydro lines. I'm standing underneath them here right now. But we pushed everything in to the center, got away from the hydro lines, and we got a wind blowing away from the hydro lines, so everything's good. And we got the railway tracks back behind. So, you know, the authorities were all letting known what's going on, and no one had anything else to say about that other than just making sure that the trains had already passed for the day, and, you know, because there could be something slow things down if a train's coming along and, you know, they see a fire. I'm sure they have some sort of precautions, but not today. Everything's good. Everything's real good. Yeah, is there anyone on here that does reclaiming of old buildings, goes out, or maybe is interested in salvaging wood from some of these old buildings? Let me know in the comments. I can see everyone that pops up there. Oh, hey Angie, welcome. And Archie, welcome. Yeah, so last fire that I had out here, I think I've had, 2 fires this year. This is my 3rd one. I was gonna split this into 2 separate fires, but oh well, she goes all at once here now. So everything's good, everything's controlled. This is all on purpose, right? This is all on purpose. The last time we did a live with a fire, we had someone pretty concerned if everything was all right. No, we're all good. And I brought lunch to throw in there to warm up. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is a long time coming. This building here used to be 120 feet tall, I believe. 120, 130 feet tall, something like that. So she's been reduced down. We saved a ton of wood out of this. A lot of it went locally. Some went a little bit further. Nothing, I don't think anything really, as far as the wood goes, went further than probably, what, 600-700 miles, I guess. So about 1,000 clicks, maybe. Distance, not bad, like manageable with, you know, trucks and people come and pick stuff up, etc. But then some of the tin that went off of here, it went all over the place. And I don't know if anyone's familiar with HGTV, home and garden television, I believe. Yeah, so some of this tin actually got on HGTV, and we got a little bit of TV action. So that was pretty cool. I haven't really posted that anywhere with anybody, but if you go ahead, check out our channel, hit subscribe, you know, I'm hoping to maybe put a video out about that. I gotta get some permission from the TV station or network, but yeah, I don't know, it won't be anything like out of the ordinary. Just a lot of this tin that went off of here, I'll actually go over and show you. There was a couple different types of tin that came off of here. For those of you that are familiar with grain elevators, you generally think of grain elevator, you think of it just like a silver bullet, eh? I say silver bullet because it's enclosed with silver tin generally. Now this one here, this elevator here, you can check back in our Elva Elevators project, and you'll be able to see what this building looked like originally. And this side here that I'm standing on literally looked like the 9/11, the towers, the planes that went through, because it was missing the tin, and that's a large reason why a lot of this wood is not very good. But you can see some of the tin that we got. This is some of the stuff off the roof. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this was all pressed tin, and it actually looks like shingles, and it's got a fleur-de-lis in the middle of it. So this was some of the tin, but that was up on the roof, and that was, I believe, was some of the original stuff. However, it could have been put up, maybe redone in the 30s, maybe. Hard to say, there's no real record of it. But that's all been collected, and a lot of that stuff went all over North America, actually. Here, how's that sound? She's warmed up on this side, that's for sure. So we got nothing else around to worry about catching on fire. This is, what is this, January, mid-January, getting into late January now. And you know, like when we look back this way, it's just an open field of everything. That bulrush is back behind us, but I don't know, nothing's traveling. Nothing's traveling with this. The wind, like there is a breeze, and a lot of that breeze right here is actually caused by the fire. So anyone out there that's looking at doing some reclaimed wood, going out and salvaging some, this is a step that you definitely have to think about, because it's coming. It's definitely coming. Now, depending on where you are, not necessarily can you burn. You might have to haul it away to get burned, and that just adds big time expense. No, this is live. This is live. This is live. No pre-recorded here. The sea man. No, this is live. side. Welcome. And right over here. How's the wind there? Yeah, I just wanted to spend about a half an hour here with you guys just to let you know what's the backside of Barnwood. Now we got quite a bit of this stuff here still packed away. A lot of it's all sold, but we do have a little bit of extra wood left over. And yeah, we're into do-it-yourself type projects as well, and we definitely encourage others, for sure. We supplied so many people with do-it-yourself type wood. Hey, you never know, maybe there's someone on here that's like, hey, I would love some reclaimed wood. Then you should go check out our channel and subscribe. And through that way, you'll be able to check me out and maybe get yourself some of this deadly wood. Woo, look at that. You could burn on a super, super cold day and you'd be actually really warm. Like, I feel really good right now. Nice and toasty right here. Yeah, Barnwood. Well, let's go around this way. Looks like do not enter over there. Yeah, so you can see the snow. The snow's actually starting to streak here, meaning that the heat's traveling right. Not much we have to worry about though. Pretty nice over here. Oh, we got a nice crowd on here now. How's everyone doing? There, how's that? If I kind of stand in front of this house out there for wind noise. Yeah, so if anyone's ever having a fire in their backyard, this stuff here is amazing. But it will pop quite a bit and crackle. And that's kind of the part where we use a lot of this wood and shove it in with some nice oak or whatever we're using. And it just turns that fire alive. It's a little popping, cracking, it's pretty nice. There. Alright, keep moving you guys around here. How's that? Nice. So we were part of an elevator that was taken apart in Saskatchewan, and actually when we brought some of it back at night for our own fire pits while we were taking a break and waiting for the morning, we had some fires and we were throwing some of this stuff in. Now this is grain elevator wood, right? So it's really interesting that with all the grains that have been inside of these bins, the oils have transferred from the grains and they've soaked into the wood. This popping just like, I don't know, it gets like, there's more pop, let's just say that. But there was also this unique smell and it almost smelled like popcorn. Yeah, you know that fire smell, right? Yeah, well this one actually was like horrible Redenbacher. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Put that one in there. Yeah, alright, we're going back around. Nice. Later. Alright, so where's everyone watching from today? Hey, before there, we had one just at Canada. Hey, me too. If we can't get a little further back here. Yeah, so we'll just let this burn down. I think we got it burning quite even. Plan on spending the day out here. My jacket right now is just warmed right up. Actually, I think I'm starting to sweat here a little bit. Better get out of the fire. Bring it back over to the truck here. There we go. All right. So there we go. It doesn't look like a big pile from here, that's for sure. And it really isn't. Yeah. Hey, I see someone gave me a like. Thanks a lot. Anyone else out there, you want to hit that like button, go ahead. It'll help some other people join in. So I think I'll probably do 2 lives. I don't want to drag this thing out too far. She's been about a half hour. It's really hard for people to watch this, rewatch it. But if you are watching the rewatch, that's fine too. That'll be later. Right now, it's live. This time I brought coffee. Last time I forgot everything. All I brought was like Tic Tacs for the day. Good Lord. And the thing is, like, you can't really leave when this thing's happening. Because, you know, just in case. Just in case, you never know. Yeah, I can feel the heat from here still. Yep, it's just perfect. It's not hot, it's just a nice wafting heat. It's kind of nice, which is like actually against the wind. So if the wind was blowing this way, well, we'd never have the fire because we got a small village here back behind us. I don't know, there's not a lot of people live here. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 people, 3 dogs, 4 dogs, 2 horses. This is a pretty small place. But I'll tell you what, when there was 2 big grain elevators here. Actually, one, the oldest in Canada. And 2 years ago, we started on that project, and we spent a year at it. And this is the balance here. Just we're looking for better ways to dispose of this wood waste, and we never really came to that conclusion. I was looking at biochar. I don't know if anyone knows anything about biochar, but that may be the way to unlock the value of this old wood. Yeah. Barnwood. Yeah, so you see on the left there, you see where it's kind of smoky? It's got like kind of a white smoke happening here. Well, that there, if you look to the side of it, you can see how everything was all scraped up. So there's a little bit of dirt in there mixed with some wet grass, and I don't know, hopefully it'll burn through it all. This pile I can already see start tapering down. And basically, like, for the top of the fire is like, it was never that high. It was just a nice pile. We took the extra precautions and had a traco come out, and we like got everything down into the center there between the hydro lines and the railway tracks and the safe lines. And we got the perfect wind right here with the windbreak back behind us. Yeah, so those of you that are on here, if you want to go check our channel out, hey, go ahead. What our channel is all about is the sourcing, salvaging, and reclaiming of this antique wood, otherwise known as barnwood. We also have some do-it-yourself type project build modes, whether it be at our own place or for our customers, and we also do some tool reviews. Although we're not doing a lot of building for other people, we're still really involved with the do-it-yourself community, and that is supplying the wood. So not everyone has to go out and take their own building down. That's what we're for. There we go. Yeah, so this is the part about barnwood that no one ever talks about. You'll rarely see this on YouTube. And fire is actually quite exciting. Like, it makes it for a really big day, that's for sure. Because once you start, you can't stop. That's the thing. Once you start, you can't stop. And it's really hard to control a fire, right? They can get out of hand really fast in the wrong environments or the wrong conditions. But we got all the right conditions here today. Everything's gonna just stay where it is. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of this and move on to another building. That's what we do kind of in January, February, or months to go out and take care of the business that we started in the summer, generally, spring, fall. And this is another big one off the list. Another big one. We've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and here she goes now. Yeah, so it's kind of part of the process where people wonder why reclaimed wood is more expensive than wood off the shelf at Home Depot or your local lumber yard. Well, there's reasons for that, and this is one of them right here, because this does not pay. I'm the landowner, so no one's paying me to do this here. However, if you were taking down a building for somebody else, that's something there that should be probably in the contract of who's looking after this part. Generally, it's going to be the landowner, but it may be you. If it is the landowner, but you're looking after it, then, maybe they have to look into some burn permits, make sure everything's all, above water, and everyone that needs to know about this fire knows, so you can just go ahead and do it without having to look over your shoulder, like someone's coming out to give you a ticket or something. But yeah, so that's not happening today. Everyone does know what's happening out here. So we're all good. We're just doing our thing. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, you never know what a guy might be doing, right? Especially in my business where we're looking after these old buildings. Like, there is no school to go to. They don't teach you this stuff in school, that's for sure. Now, the one thing that I will tell you from experience about burning, which we've done a fair bit of it, not like a tremendous amount, but a fair bit, and definitely burning inside of a pit is like, you'll get the best burn, you'll get the fastest burn, you get the most complete burn, and you get a burn that has less cleanup, right? Because it's all inside of a pit. And you can get a pretty big pit, but then once you start digging in the ground, now you gotta get like dig permits, call before you dig, etc., and all these things. Yeah, so there's more considerations to think about, but if you're going out to an old building and you're taking it down, then in the planning process, it might not be a bad idea to determine where like a good place would be, close, not too close, but like within the vicinity. You'd still have to haul it, vicinity of the old building that you're taking down. Like, you want to make sure that it's away from you. That way you could actually burn as you go. But if the conditions aren't right, I mean, it's inside of a pit, you mark off the pit with some ribbon or some sort of a fence, a barrier all the way around it, so no one just randomly walks into it or drives into it. And yeah, you can burn. And you can burn hot, you can burn fast, and you can also get all the metal out later, but you're gonna want, a piece of equipment to do so. Probably Traco is probably best for this. I mean, if there's a Traco here right now, well, we wouldn't be using it right now. We'd wait until the fire starts to burn down a little bit and then start pushing the sides in, right? Just like you would in your fire pit at home. Same thing, just you probably wouldn't use a Traco at home in your fire pit. Well, maybe, I don't know. Hey, to each their own. But out here, you definitely want to do that, and it would help burn faster. But that's also going to take more time and more money. So if you want to do this kind of work and you want to do it with using the least money possible, a lot of this stuff you can do by yourself, and you can do it actually with like hand tools. A lot of this stuff can be done with hand tools. You might need like a little generator, nothing big, just something small. Because you're going to want to have some battery operated tools. You're going to want to charge them, but in the winter time like this, those battery operated tools are not the be all end all. So a corded sawzall, for example, or corded tools are pretty handy when you're dismantling an old building. Although they are getting harder and harder to find. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but it's like everything is all battery operated. I almost said junk there, but I mean, they do have their purpose. Like, it's pretty nice to just grab, a nice little reciprocating saw, not have a cord, go if you have one or two cuts that you got to make. So there is a place for them, but at the same time, like, corded's pretty good. Like, you just, there is always a go. There's no go, Whereas tools, like, the cold weather's going to harm, like, the longevity of your battery. And, well, everything's just plastic, right? Everything's plastic these days. So things are burning pretty nice. Yep, things are burning pretty nice. I got a nice wind, kind of a northeast wind, a northeast wind. I couldn't ask for anything better today. So again, where's everyone from that's watching here today? I'm down here in the southern corner of Manitoba, Canada. Just doing my thing that's kind of close to our home base. We move all over the place. We've taken buildings apart in Saskatchewan, right on the Ontario-Manitoba border, all over in Manitoba, going up north, I'd say halfway up the province anyways. We've got phone calls, emails from all over North America. Although, in those incidents, a lot of times I just see if I can't help just by phone, by message, and kind of guide that way. Because to me, this is exciting. And there's more people that should be out here doing this type of work. It is rewarding. It is a lot of work. So, but you tell me one thing in life that is worthwhile doing that isn't a lot of work. Really. Yeah, right? So, work is work. I don't know. This isn't bad. I'm definitely going to go home and need to shower. I got this cologne of like museum cologne. We got another person asked if this was live. Yes, this is live. Live fire. Just gonna put this inside so it doesn't freeze on me too bad. If you were out here burning some wood waste like this, what would you bring for lunch? Let me know in the comments. I got some rice with peas mixed in. What do I got? Beef mixed with the soup, and I'm gonna put it in a pot and get it on that fire here at some point in the day. Maybe when it burns down a little bit and I get a little closer to it. But what would you put on here? Marshmallows? I didn't bring any of those. Good idea though. All right. So what do you think? Should I do a second live? Maybe later today? Do a second live about this fire, where we're at with it? Hey, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get a notification if I do hit live, or when I do hit live. I think I should. It's another like quick half an hour one. What has it been here? What is it? Yeah, I think we've been burning here for about an hour and a half now. Took an hour and a half to get it a nice even fire all the way along. Looks like I might, over in this corner over here, I might have to just start another little fire just so I can get this all done before dark, preferably. We got, even throughout the day, tomorrow we got like the same wind blowing, so no surprises, should be good. And even if the wind was to switch directions later on, I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially after this is all burnt down, right? Like there's nothing else in the area that would go up in flames. No, I can't see it. No. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, we did a project there not that long ago. It took a year. That was up in kind of halfway up there in Manitoba. And we supplied 7 homes with firewood for the winter. So we heated 7 homes. And this winter, actually, from the same building, we're also heating homes. I'm not sure how many of it is. I kind of let someone else deal with that. But yeah, so that was an option here too. And in our area, there's not a lot of people that are using firewood. It's crazy. There just isn't. Once you go a little bit more north in Manitoba, yeah, more people use firewood. So it's more of a sellable product. Because right here, I don't know, how many homes do you think we could have heated out of this right now? How many homes? I'm going to say at least 10 homes. Sure, 10 homes. For sure, we could have. And I would have done it virtually, well, not free, but pretty close to free. Half the price, that's what we were selling this wood for. Half price is the cheapest cord out there. I don't know, it's like come fill your boots. give us some coffee money. But yeah, so we're heating homes this year as well. Like I said, I think probably 4 out of those 7 are going to reuse or come back to us there and have been using the wood from up north. Although it was fir, a lot of this stuff in here is spruce, but there is some fir mixed in here. So some of the things I heard about using antique wood like this for heating of homes or your shop is that it just it burns too fast and too hot. Now, whether that's a thing or not, I don't know. I don't use wood heat in my own house, although you think I probably should. At least in our workshop, we should be using this, and that's something that's going to be coming, you know, along the way. We just got to get a wood burning stove and find out all about the insurances and all the backstory on that. So, but we come across wood like this all the time, so we'd have a never-ending supply of firewood. So it would save a lot of money, you know. For those of you out there that are looking at salvaging wood, it's a great way to have yourself firewood for forever and ever and ever, as long as you want to do it. You can stockpile it and burn it away. Plus, by doing so, you'd have the only firewood with a return. Kind of like returning beer bottles or pop bottles, and you get, you know, nickels and dimes back for each one. Same thing with the nails that are inside. You just collect them all in a 5-gallon pail. You get about 70 pounds of nails. So you do the math, I think it's about around that 200, 210 a ton right now for metal. So yeah, you could get, eventually you could get a little bit of change back, some gas money to go somewhere and back. Oh yeah, this feels good. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, this fire here, but we weren't here last year. We weren't even in the neighborhood last year. I think all last year I was maybe home for 2 weeks at the most out of the whole year. So this year we're getting on her. Who else do we got on our chat here today? I see some people are hanging out. Welcome to the den, Authentic Barnwood. My name's Troy. Oh yeah. Should we go back around the other side again? I don't know, this wind's probably really good for you guys right here, like as far as not having wind noise. But what's the quality like? Can anyone let me know in the comments there? What's the quality? Is it coming across pretty good? Is it kind of glitchy? Because I got 2 bars here service, which is rare. Usually we get like 1 or none. So the service, the guy is saying the service looks good. All right, there you go. My, how time flies. You guys been hanging out with me here for 48 minutes. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Yeah, so those of you that are going through to our channel right now, checking us out, hey, I recommend hitting subscribe. You're gonna see some more lives. I want to start doing more and more lives. Some of these backstory ones where it's just off the cuff, but also some like maybe some pre-recorded lives to start with when I want to do some like get my point across and I got everything scripted. Although I do like terrible with scripting, to be honest. Like I'm much better when I just know the points I want to talk about and portray them that way. But I will be doing more lives, something with no wind noise. And also I want to do some question and answers over the last several years. Is this year 5? 4 years anyways on YouTube. Got a lot of questions out there, and I've answered a lot of them by typing, but I think now it's time that I want to try and get some lives out where we do some question and answers, and because there's a lot of questions that we get, all the same questions too, a lot of the same questions. Those being like, how do I go out if I'm just new to doing this and I'm looking to start into some salvaged wood? I'm a woodworker maybe, and I don't want to buy any wood. I want to go out and get it myself. How do I go about securing my first building? That's a big question. How do you price barnwood? That's another big question, because it's like the murky waters of wood waste recycling. No one wants to talk about the price of anything. And I'm trying to change that a little bit. You can ask me any question, I'll answer it as best as I can. But you know, those are some of the ones. And then also on the do-it-yourself side, like a lot of questions about how do you work with barnwood, how do you sand barnwood, how do you finish barnwood, should barnwood be kiln dried, should it be treated in any way before brought into a house, all these questions. We get these questions a lot. So my next live, I'm gonna schedule it, and it'll be more in a controlled environment. But if you have any questions about reclaimed wood, this is a good place to put them, even in these questions or in the comments below here. Go ahead, type away any questions you got. I'll try and answer them right now if I can. And if not, and there's a good one in there, I might just use it on our next live. All right, so we got some sun kind of poking through. The clouds look really cool today. I'm gonna take you around again. We're going again. We're going out here again. I got my hand over the phone, trying to stop some of the wind noise if possible. Yeah, things are burning really nice out here. I had a joke about what my son told me a joke the other night. That's pretty funny. He's 9. So anyways, he says, I got a paper joke for you. I said, oh, a paper joke? He goes, never mind, it's terrible. Oh yeah. Funny. Oh yeah. There we go. Step up here. No. Pulling you over here. So I've been noticing about these lives, like every half an hour, it seems like there's a bunch of people that roll through. Some stick around for a bit, like some of you guys. Some just keep scrolling. I don't know, I'd be kind of curious to know what some of the other people on here are watch for live streams. Yeah, if you haven't checked our channel out, just go ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I don't ask a lot on our videos for people to do that. I just hope people will go along with it. But like I don't know, what do we got? I was checking my views out, total views of our channel. And it's all about the reclaiming of old wood. A lot of it. Salvaging, sourcing, reclaiming, all that kind of stuff. And we're over 800,000 views right now. Closing in on 1 million. So a lot of practice has been had making videos. I wouldn't say that I'm the best at it, that's for sure, but at least I'm giving it a try, because I think I'll thank myself, my future self, and at least I'll have a time capsule kind of you know, what I've done with this old wood. There we go. All right. There we go. So yeah, we did a whole video, actually series on sorry, getting you all straightened up. Yeah. How's that? So we did a whole video series on elevators of Elva. If you want to go check that playlist out, you can see what this building looked like prior to this. All right. Yeah, so I don't feel the wind noise. I will never hear the wind noise until I go check it out. Yeah, we got I don't think it's not gonna be an issue at all here. But I also got like the railway tracks here. So just keeping an eye on that. It's just really cold to the touch. Nothing to worry about. There we go. pretty nice day. It's January day. What's everyone else doing today? There you go. Alright, so you guys have been hanging out with me for pretty much an hour now. Oh yeah, things are burning really nice. There will be some work to do here today, yeah. By Manuel. Old Manuel, he'll be your friend. Hey, yep. There we go. There you go. Nice. I'll be super curious to know how much metal actually comes out of here. There's quite a bit of tin. Although when we did lay this building over and we started collecting all the wood out of it, as much as we could that was salvageable, we took a lot of the tin off. A lot of the tin. One piece at a time. But it was an excellent way to find out what the quality of this wood is. Because as we were pulling the nails out of the tin, they were just like short nails like this, right? They were going into 2x4s and 2x6s on flat, stacked on top of each other, going up 130 feet, 120 feet for sure. And when we were pulling those nails out, some of them would just would break off, right? And once that starts happening, if you got a piece of wood and you're taking the nails out and they break off, well, that right there is telling you the tale of the quality of the wood right there. This stuff here on this one, we had, a lot of it. That was happening a lot. Whereas on the other elevator where it had tin, like fully enclosed, the wood was a lot better off. A lot better off. We did notice a difference on the east side of this building where it was not so friendly wood. And yeah, this is what happens to it. I mean, we had no other choice. Burn it. Burn her. Let her burn. All right, I'm gonna go tend to this fire for a little bit. You guys all right? Just watching for a little bit? All right, I'm gonna go check things out. I would be curious to know where everyone's watching from here today. That'd be nice. Let me know. Wood waste. All right. Hey, I'd like to thank everyone that's followed along with us here today. It's been about an hour. I encourage anyone that's left on here to go check out our channel and subscribe. We're going to do another live later on today, and I'd love to have you join us. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. And now.